Hi, it's Claudia from Create with Claudia, and I just got back from something really fun, and so I decided to make a quick video just to show you what my haul was. I went this morning for the first time ever to the Western Pennsylvania Salvation Army annual fabric sale. Now, they didn't have it last year because of COVID, so I think it was 2 years worth of fabric. Can I just say, wow, I was blown away. It was this big sort of warehouse room. You walk in, there were a lot of other people there. I got there early, got up early. It's about an hour away from my house or so. You park in the parking lot, you get in line. There must have been about, I'm going to say like 40, maybe 50 people in front of me. When you go in, they give you brown bags if you didn't bring your own, which of course, I can't believe I didn't bring my own bags when you're going to a fabric sale like that. And you walk in, and it's just sort of mind-blowing. Table upon table of all kinds of fabrics, not just quilting fabric, which is what I sort of made the beeline for. All kinds of other fabric too, silks and wools, and if you sew clothes or other sorts of goods, curtains, that kind of thing, they had all kinds of fabrics. Yarn, unbelievable. If you knit, there were just walls of yarn, skeins of yarn. I didn't even make it to the other room, which was all crafts. So I got 2 big bags full of things. The deals were unbelievable. The fabric was unbelievable. Again, it was the Western Pennsylvania Salvation Army annual fabric sale, and I'm going to show you what I got. So we're going to just start with one of the bags. I'm going to take them off the table so you can see them better, and I will let you know how much they were, because that was the other thing, was the prices were incredible. So again, I'm just going to pull them out of the bag. I haven't even looked at them since I got them. And one of the things was, I thought to myself when I was driving home, did I really need to buy all that fabric? No, I did not need to buy it, but I really couldn't pass it up. And I haven't actually been fabric shopping for a lot of fabric in a long time. And my stash is getting a little bit low. My husband won't say that, but I can say that. Anyway, so again, honestly, I haven't even gone through these bags since I got home with them. So I'm probably going to find some pieces that I was like, I probably shouldn't have bought that. But you never know. So let's see. We'll go through them one by one. Okay, so let me just go ahead and grab out through these bags. First up is Nancy Crow. I think that's what this was. Yes, gorgeous red. I need some reds. I'm pretty low on my red fabric and my purples. So I didn't see a lot of purple, but there was some red. Great, sort of a geometric, sort of almost like a hypnotic, sort of a swirl. $2 for 1 yard of fabric. Really gorgeous red and black. I'll hold that up. Hopefully you can see that okay. And I'm just going to lay them here. And then I believe this was also Nancy Crow fabric. Yes, it was. Gorgeous. More red. I really love this. And actually, they had 2 1-yard cuts. Again, $2 for 1 yard of fabric. And I got 2 of them because I love this print and I can use that in a lot of different things. Hold it up for you. Let's see. I'm going to rearrange this. That way you can see them maybe better when I take a picture later. Alright. Let me see. I'm going to do this bag first. They actually had a table of fat quarters. Oh, it's taped up. And I believe it was $3 for a pound of fat quarters and other scraps and things like that. I mean, I was like a kid in a candy store if I didn't already say that. Sorry for the noise. Okay, so I got a few. I don't need a lot of small fabric, so I just got some fun little, I think this was like $2 for the whole bag, or 2 1/4 of these fat quarters. This one, I had to get this. I don't know how old this fabric is, but this is one of the first fabric cuts I ever had, and so for sentimental reasons, I don't have any more of it. It's just this little red with little blue hearts. It's a little ditzy thing. I love this print. I always have. It's very fond memory, so I had to buy that, even if I don't ever use it again. It was very sentimental to me. Really pretty, some butterflies. I thought this was really cool. It's like alphabets, little letters, excuse me. Some more florals. Let's see, there's a batik in there. Put those out there like that. This was 4 yards with the fabric was 42. Absolutely beautiful, sort of a floral, pale, maybe even Asian inspired, just gorgeous pink, pale pink rose with blue flowers and things like that. Let me see if I can see who the maker was on this one. Artistic Expressions, just gorgeous fabric. And again, it was 4 yards for $8. That would be great for a focal fabric of a quilt, or I could even use it for the back of something. I actually needed some more fabrics and bigger pieces for backs, and this was ideal. This was an ideal place to get them. I kind of fell in love with this yard of hot peppers, or hot chili peppers. That's a fun little quirky novelty. I'm low on novelties too, and that was a yard, and again, $2. Here was a Hoffman fabric. This was, let's see, 3/4 yard for $1.50 of Hoffman. Beautiful gold stripes like that. I love that. Actually goes with that hot chili pepper. Seeing a quilt in the making. This was loads of fun. This is 2 yards for $4. It's like stamps on those old luggage stamps, you know, when people would travel in style around Europe and things like that. This is from Timeless Treasure Fabrics. And again, I mean, I just think that's such a fun novelty print. You could use that for another focal fabric, or back in for a quilt. I'm going to go ahead and take out a pile of them because there were so many. Here, this was $1.50 for 3/4 yard. I mean, you cannot beat the price. And this was a Hoffman fabric, really pretty, sort of a paisley print with some greens and browns, things like that. Gorgeous. This is 5 yards for $10. 5 yards of fabric for $10. And I desperately need black. I love black and white fabrics, and I used a bunch of them for a scrappy quilt that I did last year. So this was a lot of fun. This has like those, you know, like OMG equals oh my god, that kind of thing. And this was a lot of fun to get, and I thought you can't beat it for, you know, for what is it, $10 for 5 yards of fabric. Then this one, let's see, I don't know if it has the maker's name on it. Some of them didn't. There were all kinds of like small cuts. It was fascinating. No, this one doesn't. But it's a really fun, sort of a geometric pattern, really pretty, very pale with some pale sage green. 3/4 yard. It was 75 cents. I mean, you know, what can you say to that? Here's another 3/4 yard for 75 cents. Really pretty dragonflies, like gold dragonflies. Let me see if I can see a maker. Some of them, you know, there were all kinds of brands there. They even had bolts of fabric. I didn't see anything that I wanted there. Let's see. This is Northcott fabric. Beautiful. Let's see. And then here's another one that's like that pale green, and again, 75 cents for 3/4 yard. Really pretty, sort of a more modern look to it. That's why I had my eye on that. That was an interesting piece of fabric. This is just bag one, so we're almost done with bag one. In fact, I'm going to move it out of the way. They also had a separate area. Excuse me, I have some hair on my cheek. Excuse me. They had a whole separate area for just holiday fabrics, all kinds of holidays, and this was just really lovely. I thought this would be pretty for something. Again, $2 for the yard. It has a lot of gold in it, even some gold fleck in it, some bling in it, and you gotta love a little bling. Here, $1.50 for 3/4 yard. Gorgeous purple. I mean, you know, I need purples, and this is a real pretty dark one. This was really pretty, just a real pretty pink. 3/4 yard, $1.50. I don't mean, that's probably pretty much what they were. This is Hoffman. This is a Hoffman fabric. My piles are getting bigger. Here's another solid along this line. Gorgeous. 1 3/4 yard for like $3.50, and a real beautiful royal blue. I like that. I can always use blues. Sorry, my chair squeaks a little bit. I need to get that fixed. Here, this is 3.5 yards, $7, and this is Northcott fabric, but I love blues and greens, and isn't that a pretty teal, blue teal green? That would be great, front or back of a quilt, but it was a nice big piece of fabric. This was pretty. This was like a variegated. This is $1 for a 1/2 yard, and I thought that was really pretty. Look at that. Look how it goes from light to dark. And this was, doesn't say. might be I don't know. It doesn't say. It's like cut off, so I don't know who made that, but it's really gorgeous purple ombre. This was just a lot of fun. This was, again, a more modern one with a cat on it, that kind of thing. It's sort of a mauve color with some green trees, blue. I thought that was just sort of a fun novelty print, $1 for a half yard. I mean, you know, you can't go wrong with that. Another gorgeous one. This is a screen print from Bettertex. Beautiful green. I really fell in love. It's like a lime green or a chartreuse, I guess. Is that the right name for it? Anyway, I thought that was gorgeous. A $1.25 for a half yard. That actually goes with this. I'm going to have to see. That goes really well with that fabric. Okay, bag number 2. Like I said, I had to leave because if I stayed too long, I would have bought way more fabric, and it was just a free-for-all in there, and the fabric was piled up, and there's 4 3/4 yard for $9.50. Look at this beautiful. It's got like moons and stars. What a fun novelty print. Oh, this was fun. I had to get this. This is a 2 3/4 yard. This was on their Christmas holiday table for $5.50. 2 3/4 yards. A gorgeous holiday fabric. I used to have this years ago. Now, again, some of this fabric looked brand new. Some looks like it had been around a while. I know this is an older pattern. I don't know who. This is William Morris collection by Woodrow Studio for RH London. I had this years ago. I don't have any more of it, and it reads as a nice red. And like I said before, I need reds. If you look up close, of course, it looks real holiday, but from far away, it reads red, which I thought, and it, again, sentimental value, so I couldn't pass up that. This was, I believe, a Hoffman panel. I don't know if it's a panel or not. It was $5 for 2.5 yards. Isn't that pretty? Like a real autumn color. I'm going to have to open that one up. I didn't want to take any labels off or open them before I did my unboxing, or my haul. And yes, there is still more. I'm going to be covering myself here in a minute. Okay, this. Absolutely gorgeous. $2 for a yard of this. It's chrysanthemums, like a beige, and they have a little bit of shimmer to them. I think this was, let me see, I don't want to misspeak. It doesn't say. I thought maybe Kaufman, maybe Robert. Yeah, Robert Kaufman. Absolutely gorgeous, real lush fabric, so I could not say no to that. And that even reads as a neutral, although it's too pretty to be just a plain neutral in the background. There's a gorgeous blue, some more blue. I don't need blue, but I can't pass up a blue fabric. This was a yard. Let me see who this was by. I don't see it. Let's see. So there we go. Make some room in here. This is Moda, and this was 4 yards of Moda. Isn't that lovely? I might use that. Actually, I have that in mind for a piece that I'm making. It'd be pretty for the back of a quilt, or maybe some fussy cutting. I'm going to be doing a video soon on fussy cutting. 4 yards of this. And let me just make sure. Yeah, for Moda. Let's see. Absolutely gorgeous. $8. I mean, you know, what can you say to that? And then here's some more black and white. I thought this was fun. The Eiffel Tower. It's a yard of it for $2 of the Eiffel Tower, and can't say no to the Eiffel Tower. I love. Sometimes I don't always have novelty prints. I don't think this has a selvage on it. Oh yeah, it does. Let's see. Timeless Treasures. I saw this and fell in love with it, and this is, again, it was a yard, although it feels like it's a little bit more than a yard. Some of these I bet there, and this is Jane's Exotic Garden by Jane Sassaman, who is well known for Free Spirit. Look at that fabric. I just, there were some pieces like I just made a beeline for and grabbed them off the shelf. This is beautiful. This is about 1 3/4 yard. I have a hunch this might be an African print. I think it's interesting. It almost has a shine to it, but it's cotton, and it was on the cotton table. Of course, that doesn't mean somebody didn't move it. It's just a really interesting fabric, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it, but for $4, I couldn't pass it up. I'm going to have to see what that is and look into it some more. But I loved that really graphic, almost maybe Art Deco. Maybe it's an African fabric. I sort of, that really caught my eye too. Not too many more, although there are plenty here. So, all right, here's another 2 yards, and this is Alexander Henry. Really interesting print. I like prints like this a lot of times for the back of quilts, and I needed some bigger pieces, and I like that one. This is $1.50 for 3/4 yards. I don't know what caught my eye about this. It reads to me purple and gray, and I'm always looking for purples. It's like lemon slices or citrus slices with a fun background. Some more black and white. I couldn't pass it up. This is actually old band people in a looks like a brass band or something like that. Lots of fun, and again, 1 yard. Here, great for the holidays, is a gorgeous red poinsettia fabric. 3 yards, $6. I could not say no to that. That's great for front or back. Okay, some more holiday fabric. This was just a small little 3/4 cut. I think it was it's a little smaller piece, but I really liked it with the berries and the holly on, the holly berries and that sort of thing. You couldn't pass up this, 1.25 yards for $1.50. It's skeletons. I mean, isn't that fun? And again, I'm always looking for black and white. This is more of a cream, but I thought this would be fun for Halloween. And last but not least, I got this fun. It's a 1 1/4 yard. Looks like a Halloween panel. It's from Alexander Henry. What fun is that? There's pumpkins, there's a vampire, there's a witch, there's trick-or-treaters, there's ghosts, ghouls, whatever you want. So much fun, and so much, what a morning I had. Like I said, I came right down and had to do this video because I was so excited to show you what all I got from the Western Pennsylvania Salvation Army annual fabric sale, where I think they get things donated, a lot of donations. They ask for donations throughout the year, and I'm guessing they get some estate things too, so there were all kinds of goodies there. And so I hope you liked my haul. Now I'm going to go wash all this fabric, and then I probably need to get to work and start sewing some of it too. So thank you so much for stopping by and checking out this haul that I got. Have a great day.